Hello, everyone. Welcome to Iron Yoga. My name is Danielle, and I'm so glad that you could join me today. Iron Yoga is a great blend of flow or vinyasa style yoga. So you get the elements of stretching and strengthening and the relaxation elements, the breath, combined with a little bit of resistance training. So equipment can vary, but generally what you're going to need, and this is what you'll need today, is 2 light to medium dumbbells. So light to medium could be anywhere between maybe 3 to 8 pounds, depending on what you have at home. Other than that, you just need to clear space, have your water, have a yoga mat, and we'll go through a quick flow together, incorporating the breath and the strength. So if you'd like, you can go ahead and set aside any distractions, maybe even put a little music in the background if that helps keep you motivated, and we'll go ahead and get started. So you can go ahead and roll out your mat. Right. And then perhaps if you are working with dumbbells today, you can set them up at the top of your mat. That's where I find them to be most handy. And then as I mentioned, water is fine, and just making sure that you go at a pace that's right for you. Once you've got your mat out, let's go ahead and just take a few moments, since this is a yoga class, to focus on our breathing and being present. So no matter what your day has been like so far, if you've had a really busy day or you're feeling tired, frazzled, or any fatigue, that is okay. Showing up to the mat is an opportunity to become more present and just set all of that aside for a little bit. So to help do that, let's go ahead and just stand comfortably on our mat, maybe feet about hip width apart, just in a comfortable stance. I want you to take a few moments and maybe roll your shoulders up, back, and down, releasing any tension. If you've been seated for a long time, this should feel pretty good to the body. Take a big breath in and out. Good. And just start to drop into the body, feeling more present, maybe spreading the toes of the feet. Take a big inhale and exhale. If you'd like, for a few rounds of breath here, you can gently close your eyes and just take maybe a few nice deep inhalations and exhalations. Breathe in through your nose and then exhale through the nose and mouth, letting go of any tension. Really feel like your feet are like roots of a tree, grounding you to this place, this time. As you breathe, exhale out any tension or stress. Go ahead and take just one more nice big inhale and exhale for me here. Breathing in and out. Releasing any tension or stress. Good. If you had your eyes closed, I invite you to go ahead and slowly open them when you are ready. And as I mentioned, we'll take our time to flow through some lovely yoga postures, some asanas, to start to get a little more present, to be a little more present with the body and to feel more relaxed. So let's go ahead and start with just a few standing stretches on our mat. So you can step a little wider than hip width apart now, toes slightly facing outward. Take your hands out by your sides, and then we're just going to bend the knees. Take a big inhale up towards the ceiling, standing nice and tall, and then exhale down. Let's do this a few times. Big reach up, lower down. Big reach up, lower down. Big inhale. Exhale, lower. Couple more times, big inhale. Exhale. And big inhale, exhale, one more time. Big inhale, exhale. Great. So next time that you reach up, go ahead and clasp your hands, flip your palms, and reach up towards your ceiling, towards the sky. And step back so you can see my hands a bit more. Reach up, maybe a gentle back bend here, and then lean gently to one side. Good. Reach through center and gently lean to the other side. Relax the head and neck. Release any tension in that upper body. Good. And just relax the shoulders. Perhaps again, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Let's go ahead, bend the knees. Place your hands on your knees and then press one shoulder down. Just for a nice relaxing stretch here. Big inhale. Exhale. Switch. Press that shoulder down. Big inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's go ahead while we're here. Let's reach forward, touch the fingertips down to the mat. So you can, as we do inversions today, and this is an inversion, it's when your head is above the heart. If you're ever touching the ground and you feel any tension in your fingers or wrists, you can make little fists with the hands. Good, move your hips a little side to side, releasing any tension. And then slowly, slowly, let's come all the way up, rounding through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, till we come all the way to the top. Take a moment, wiggle your toes, maybe circling your ankles, starting to warm up the feet, the ankles, the knees. Same thing, other side, circle. Knees, good. Awesome, and then bring feet close together, big inhale, arms up once more. Back bend and side bends are next. Big inhale, exhale, lean to one side. Big inhale through center, lean to the other side. And swan dive the body forward, forward fold. We're just going to articulate through the spine here a few times. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Look up. Exhale, lower. And then big inhale brings you all the way up. Back bend. Lean to one side. Through center. And let's repeat. Forward fold the body. Just release any tension. You can shake out that head. Inhale, hands to shins. Look up. Exhale, lower. Big inhale brings the whole body upright. One last time, we're going to do this back and side bends and forward fold. Lean. Coming through center. Forward fold body. Gently touch the ground or your shins. Inhale, hands to shins, look up halfway. Exhale, lower. Now this time, just round through the spine. So when I say round through the spine, I mean vertebrae by vertebrae. You start to come up with the head being the last part to come up. Good, just step wide, move your hands from side to side, spiraling around the body. Just really trying to release any tension. Great. All right, we're gonna go into some Surya Namaste or sun salutations, you may know them as. To start to warm up the body a little bit more. So you can start to let the hands settle. And we don't need any weights at this point, though definitely keep them handy. We'll be using them after sun salutations. Let's go ahead, come to the top of our mat, feet about hip width apart, and let's go through together some nice basic flow style sun salutations. Big inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hold the body forward. Inhale, hands to shins, look up. Exhale, lower down. From here, step your right leg back into a lunge. Left leg back, find your plank position. Drop the hips down, hips in alignment with the top of the head. And now let's slowly lower down onto our bellies. Inhale, lift the chest for our upward facing dog pose. Exhale, start to tuck the toes, lift the hips, find your downward facing dog pose. You can look towards your belly button here and pedal out the feet. Big inhale, exhale, lift the hips high. And now let's take right foot forward into a lunge. Just kind of a transition move. Left foot forward and all the way up to standing. So that was one sun salutation to the right. We're going to do the same thing to the left. Here we go. Arms above the head, gentle back bend. Fold the body forward. Inhale, look up halfway. You can always go slower or quicker than me. Exhale, step your left foot back. Find a lunge. And now step right foot back, plank position. Top of the push-up, inhale. Exhale, lower down slowly, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift the chest. Upward facing dog pose. Exhale, find your downward dog. Pedal out the feet again. Good. All right, big inhale, exhale, step the left foot forward. Lunge, right foot forward. And big inhale brings you up. Let's do that one more time to each side, going at your speed. So you come to the top, little back bend. And then gently forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, lower. Right leg back. Left leg back. Good, lower down to the belly when you're ready. Big inhale, back bend. Exhale, find your downward facing dog pose. Good, pedal out those feet. Big inhale. Exhale, send the right foot forward. And left foot forward. Big inhale. Last round, arms up. Gentle back bend when you're ready. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, lower. Step your left foot back. Good. Right foot back. Find your plank pose and lower. Big inhale, back bend. Lower down and downward facing dog pose. Pedal your feet if you like. And step your left foot forward when you're ready. Good. Right foot forward. And big inhale, arms up. Now this time, bring the palms together at the heart. Relax your shoulders. I'm going to turn towards you. Let everything settle in your mountain pose. Tadasana. Good. Awesome. All right. So we're going to continue to warm up the body further with some nice weights and yoga poses. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Feel free to grab water at any time. So let's go ahead, come once again to the top of our mat. And we're going to start by bending over and picking up our weights. So bend our knees slightly, feet are about hip width apart. From here, we're going to go into a bent over row. So for bent over row, your abs are in, your back is straight, arms are straight down by our sides, and we're going to row right up towards our chest. Yeah. So find this position and let's go for 15 rows. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Go ahead and, oh, actually, before we stand up, stay right here. From here, we're going to do a bent over reverse fly, just lifting the arms up and down out to the sides, right below shoulder height. You can have a slight bend in the elbows. Let's go ahead and do 15 of those. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, you got this, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we can slowly straighten up. Bring your hands to your shoulders. From here, we're going to step our right leg back into a lunge. In yoga, this is our warrior one. So we're going to be adding a goalpost overhead press at the top. So what that's going to look like is we're going to lunge down to our comfort level, straighten up, and add in an overhead press. So you can always feel free when we're doing these complex movements with both upper and lower body to take one part out. So if you'd like to just focus on standing comfortably and pressing, that is fine. If you are working without weights today, perhaps you really focus on a good lunge here. So let's go ahead and try that for 15 with our right leg back. Ready? Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's go ahead and keep our hands at our waist for just a moment. And let's take a little stretch. Straighten the front of the leg and just fold the body forward. If you'd like, you can bring your arms down, but hang on to those weights. We're going to keep moving with them. All right. Get that nice stretch in your calf, a little release of tension in your back. And let's go ahead, slowly come up. Keep your split stance here. Turn your right toes out. Left toes are still towards the front of the mat. Bend that front knee. We're going to come into a yoga pose called Warrior Two. So we're going to flip our palms from here and go into bicep curls in our Warrior Two stance. So give this a try. We're going to do 15 repetitions. Remember, if weights are ever too heavy for you or you don't have weights at home, you can do this with just lots of resistance with the upper body as well. Let's go ahead into 15. Find your stance. Let's begin. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So if you're using weights, of course, you've got your weights here. From here, I want you to rest your left hand on your left knee. Right hand is going to reach all the way up slightly at a diagonal, and we're going to pull down. So let's do that for 15. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. While we're here, let's bring our weights together. And again, you can do this with one weight or no weights as well. Keep your stance right where it is. We're going to twist, rotating through the torso to the outside of that left leg. So just showing you from a few different angles. We're going to twist out, reach up. So we've got our wood chopper on the front leg, or wood chopper variation rather. So we're just going to do 15 to this side. We'll do the other side when we do round 2. So go ahead and twist, reach up. So give it a try. It's a little bit higher up than some of the cross body chop movements, but you really want to think about keeping your abs in and rotating through the torso. Good. So that was 5. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We'll do the other direction when we do round 2. We're going to repeat all of these in a moment. Last part of the sequence on this side is I want you to turn both toes towards me. So facing the side of your mat now. Arms up in goalpost one more time. And then from here, we're going to do squat down, overhead press. So in yoga, this is called horse pose. We're just adding an overhead press to the top. Let's go ahead and do it. 15, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Keep the weights in close to the body. Let's step to the top of our mat again. We'll go ahead and lean forward. You can set down your weights for just a moment. And then I want you to step back into a plank pose. So we're going to do a row here with our weights before we go to side 2. But let's take a little break and do some yoga style mounted climbers. So once you find your plank pose, the top of the push-up, I invite you to start walking knees to chest. So you can go at your speed here. This is great for our core, great for our abs. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower down nice and slow. We'll take a little vinyasa here. Take a little back bend. Relax the upper body. Good. And then from here, I'm going to invite you to come into plank or come into a modified plank. And I'll demonstrate modified today. So modified plank, you come basically to a tabletop, so your hands and knees, and then you drop the hips down. Full plank, of course, is up on the tiptoes. So whichever pose you choose, I want you to take a weight in your right hand, and we're going to do 15 rows on this side, okay? So you're either here or here. Okay, here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, keep going, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's take a minute and stretch back into child's pose. So we're going to do the left side, just like with a couple other of our exercises today, when we repeat all of these to the left. So again, now is a great time to assess if you want to go a little heavier or lighter with the weights. That is always a good option. All right, big inhale, exhale. Let's go into downward dog. Good. And then let's walk or hop to the front of our mat. Inhale, hands to shins, look up. Exhale, lower. All right, you ready for round 2? Pick up those weights. Bend your knees, feet about hip width apart. Bent over row. Let's go for it. 15, 14, 13. Keep going. I'm just demonstrating from another angle. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bent over reverse fly is next. Arms out to the sides for 15. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on up. Arms to your shoulders. We're going to step our left leg back. So if you remember this from last time, we're going to lunge and then add an overhead press. All right, here we go for 15. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hands to your hips. Take a moment. We're just going to take a stretch break here. Straighten the front leg, fold the body forward. You can relax forward, setting the waist down, but hang on to them. Good. Take a big breath in and out. Feel that great stretch. And let's slowly come up. Back up to warrior 2. So you're going to turn your back toes out. You'll be facing the other direction now. Arms out. Flip your palms. I'm going to turn towards you just so you can see better. And then bicep curls for 15. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Okay, we're going to rest our right hand on our knee. So if you remember this from before, we're doing the other arm now. So yeah, here, pulling down. So reach that one arm up and you're going to pull down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Last couple of moves now. Let's take both arms together. Now we're going to do our twist wood chopper and up, just like before on the other side. I'm going to demo from this side so I can actually do both sides. Here we go. We're going to reach and twist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Last standing move, and then we'll do those rows on the left side. Keep your stance wide. Good. Horse pose with overhead press. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, you got this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Let's go ahead into our last segment and then we'll take a break from the weights for a little bit. Let's go ahead, drop the weights down to the front of the mat, fold the body forward. And then I invite you to take a little stretch with me. We'll come into downward dog for a moment. Pedal out those feet, lift the hips high, and then slowly come to plank, lower down, upward facing dog pose. Little back bend. And now let's find our plank pose for our rows on the left side. Once again, I will demonstrate the modification. Coming to that table, hold the weight in your left hand, drop the hips so that we're working our core here. And let's go ahead and do it for 15, right? Rowing up. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, you did it. Nicely done. Let's go ahead, open the knees wide, stretch back into child's pose. Take a couple nice deep breaths here. Oh. Oxygen, so good for the body. Keep us going. All right. Big inhale, exhale. From here, we're going to do a couple nice stretches, little stretch in between. Let's come to downward dog. Pedal out those feet. We're going to try three-legged dog pose now. I invite you to take your right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip, feel the stretch in your hip. Good. And then slowly lower down and switch. Left leg up, bend the knee, Open the hip towards the ceiling. You should feel a nice hip stretch here. Good. And slowly bring the foot down. From here, let's take our right leg into a lunge. So step it forward, take your time to get there. Good. From here, we're going to drop that back left knee. Inhale, little back bend. Stretching our hip. Exhale, hands down on either side of that front foot. Straighten the leg, head to knee. Getting a nice little stretch here. Awesome. From here, we're going to go into side lunges, and then we'll just switch sides with these same postures. Let's go ahead, bend the front knee, lift the back knee off of the mat. And then from here, I want you to take your arms on the inside of that front right leg, pivot to the side. I'll show you from the front. We're here. Now I want you to bend the other knee and straighten it. So there's lots of options here. Hands down, hands to your knees, hands to heart. You get to choose how high up or low down you want to do this. All right, come to center. Wide legs standing forward bend. You can hold on to your ankles. Great. If you like, you can take a chest opener here, holding on to your fingers or wrists. Lift the hands high. Great. And then gently plant the hands down. And let's come back to the front of our mat. Step back. Downward dog. Good. Let's take a little flow here in the middle, down to the belly. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, lower. Come into child's pose. Good. We'll just do this on the other side, starting with the lunges. Here we go. Come to a tabletop position, and you can step your left foot forward now. Good. And we're already there this time. We've got our right knee down. That's where we want it to be. Let's go ahead and come up right into our lunge. So always know that you can bring your arms down by your sides or on your hips. If ever bringing arms up is uncomfortable for you, we'll go ahead into a gentle back bend here. And then hands on either side of the foot, straighten the front leg, head to knee. Wiggle your toes, stretch. Good. All right, let's bend that front knee, hands on the inside of that left leg. Come up on the knee, and let's go into our side lunges again. So bending one knee, straighten the other leg, and bend the other knee, straighten the other leg. Good. All right, come to center. Let the body fold forward. Good. If you'd like, you can take a twist with me here. Have one hand in the middle of your mat. Reach up with the opposite hand. Try to look up towards that hand. And switch. One hand up. Nice, gentle twist. Awesome. From here, everybody, we're going to go to seated. So whenever you're ready, you can slowly bring your legs in. And here's a great opportunity. If you'd like to take a drink of water, you can. Good job. So we're going to do a couple more stretches and then use our weight one more time. We're just going to use one of the weights for a little ab and core work. And then it'll be time to relax in Shavasana. You're doing great today. So let's go ahead. And once you get your drink of water, bring the soles of the feet together. Good. And fold the body forward for a bound angle. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Start to let the body settle. Even though we've got a little more strength to do, it's always good to take those moments of pause and relaxation. Some of the beauty of yoga is finding peace even in challenging movements. All right, let's go ahead and slowly come up and bring your knees together. From here, I'm going to invite you, if you are using weights today, to pick up one of your weights. Again, depending on what weights you have, you can use two, but I'm going to demo with one. So we're going to go into boat pose with twists from side to side. So I like to hold the weight between both hands. There's lots of ways to do this. So first and most important thing to do is make sure you come back halfway back on your mat with your belly in, so we can work that core. Your feet can be down, or you can lift them up into our boat pose. From here, we're going to twist side to side for a count of 15. So modifications for this: keep the feet down or bring the hands behind you. Okay, find your boat pose and let's begin. 15 twists. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take a moment, take a little breather. You can sit upright, maybe have your weight at your knees. We're going to do 15 last reps. Now we're going to change it up just a little bit. We're going to have our weight right out front, arms straight-ish. We're going to go down and up. So I never come all the way down, just again that 45-degree angle, down and up, but try to keep your abs in. For a count of 15, you can have your feet down like I have here, or if you really want to test your balance, see if you can bring the knees out and in. Yeah? All right, for 15, let's do it. Out, in, 1, out, in, 2, out, in, 3, out, in, 4, out, in, 5, 6, 7, 8, halfway there, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead, friends, and make our way onto our backs now. So we're going to finish by stretching out our legs, bringing knees to chest, doing some gentle spinal twists to each side, and then going into our meditation. So let's go ahead, find your way onto your back. Good. And first things first, we're going to hug knees to chest. Open the knees wide. And I just want you to kind of switch gears here, thinking about that relaxation element of yoga. So relax your low back, relax your belly. If you'd like to take this knee to chest a little bit deeper, I invite you to go into happy baby, holding on to the soles of the feet. You can bend the knees like I'm demonstrating here, or if you want a little more stretch for the backs of the legs, begin to straighten the legs. And once again, you can rock side to side. Breathe. We're going to hold this for one more big inhale and exhale. Awesome. All right. From here, let's slowly draw the knees in and just let the knees fall over to your right. Okay? So just go where you're comfortable. If they come all the way to the ground and you'd like a little deeper stretch for the backs of the legs, you can straighten the legs. If you want, you can look over your left shoulder to the left. Take a big breath here. Great. Awesome work. Let's go ahead and draw the knees in and gently allow them to fall to the other way. So to the left And just find your variation here in your spinal twist. If you like, you can even close the eyes at this point. We'll be going into Shavasana after this. This time is for you. And so if you feel extra tired or like you just need a moment to block out the light and external distractions, go ahead and close the eyes. One last breath here. Good. And slowly, friends, we'll come on back and straighten out the spine. And here at this time, I invite you to do any last few stretches that you'd like to finish up your practice today. And then when ready, just release all effort. Allow your arms to come down at your sides, palms facing upward to receive blessings. Feet open, gently close your eyes. Take a few big, deep breaths in and out once more. Release all effort. Take just 3 breaths here in silence, being present. Good. Whenever you're ready, everyone, gently start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing small movement back. Gently roll onto your side and taking your time, come to a comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall. And just notice, take a moment and notice how you feel and if you feel any different from before your class, your practice today. But slowly open the eyes if you haven't already. And let's conclude today's practice with a big inhale, palms together at the heart, drawing in all that positive energy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wish you a restorative, relaxed, and calm rest of your day. Thank you. Namaste. Great job today. See you next time.